Hello everybody. Bought me a new axe from Warwood tool. Fixing to take it out of the box, check it out. Came with a card and a sticker. Looks pretty good. I don't like that the end of it. That's the that's their logo, I guess. Wheeling, West Virginia. They make tools for, I guess, for the railroad and stuff. They got some firefighting tools and pry bars and some hammers and stuff. They a couple of young guys that bought the place and trying to get it up and going. Anyway, it's gonna need a lot of work. The the axe head is rough. I don't know if they was going for a patina style or just the die wasn't smooth. But anyway, I didn't like that, and I'm gonna fix that. I don't know what I don't know anything about axes, but I'm just putting that on the camera for y'all to look at. I don't like that hump right there where my fingers at. It don't. The handle don't feel right. The handle's just too thick. It's sharp on the bottom, and that what they call a palm swell on the end is just real big and gaudy. I'm fixing to, I got a little old center punch tool, spring loaded. I'm fixing to peck on it a little bit with that just to see how hard this metal is. Get a general idea. I think like Harbor Freight and all, they harden their on the cutting edge. They temper it or something, and then leave the rest of it soft. But I put it on the pole there. It left the same indentation there as it did on the cutting edge, or I guess they call it the bit or whatever. Y'all just bear with me on these axe terms and stuff. This is my first rodeo. I do it in a couple more places and all, and it seems to be consistent. I forget now what grade of steel that is, but there's the way the grain. You can see how that's supposed to have something to do with how strong the handle is, with that grain running up and down like that. I guess, but this handle had a knot right in the middle of it. Well, I'm not. I'm just. I'm pointing at the wedge right now. How it's It probably could have done, but they could have done a little bit better job putting that wedge in there. Now it had a split in the end. That's what I was pointing at. But anyway, the handle, I did use it like that, and it just didn't feel right. And anyway, you watch the video, you'll see what I didn't show what I did, but I thinned the handle down. I cut that palm swell and filed on that filed the axe head. I'm fixing to put a file on it now just to check, just get a general idea of how hard this is. I did it on what they call the pole, and the file cut. That's a brand new snap-on file, and they're just as good as an old Nicholson file. Them are real good files, and it barely you had to put some effort into it if you really want to change the shape of the top of that pole with a file. So the metal's hard. It's real good metal. Here I got it in the vise. I'm fixing to show you how they sharpened it. I don't like how rough it is. Anyway, you take a good look at that, and I don't know if axes are supposed to be sharpened like that, but it's not in line with the handle, the cutting edge. It's thinner on one side on the toe. Oh, that's thin on that side. It's thicker on the left side, looking at it right there. And then as it goes down, it gets thicker on the heel on the right side, and then thinner on the left side. So anyway, they must have forged a couple barrels of them, and I'm trying to make production. Anyway, nothing that can't be fixed. Already the metal is better than what you get at Harbor Freight. The one. I don't know anything about sharpening an axe. I'm just fixing to try to knock that wire burr off. Right there, I can tell that that metal is hard. It's not like my Chinese axe that I have. That's not the way to sharpen an axe. I was just trying to get that wire edge off of it, or burr, whatever you call it. That got it right there. Anyway, alright, I knocked that burr off of the file. I got a lot of work. I'm going to have a lot of work to do to get this thing. I'm trying to see if it'll peel my fingernail a little bit. It don't. If you can shave your fingernail, that's a good indication how sharp something is. Anyway, but there it is. I don't like that rough look on it. You could probably take some blue, some gun blue or something, and put on it, or some black or whatever, and make it look like an old axe. But anyway, that handle don't feel good. It don't feel like my double bit axes and stuff. It's just real thick. That thing there is big and gaudy. That palm swell. Having to choke up on the handle a little bit instead of anyway. Sanding that varnish off. They just put a light coat on it, you know. All right, I got her polished up. Got the handle reshaped. Feels a lot better. Done tried it once. I cut on that piece of wood there, that tree limb or whatever, and I'll fix and show you. Show you how good this thing cuts here. Yeah, don't laugh at me. I've never used an axe this way before. Anytime I need to cut wood like this, I use a chainsaw. So I'll probably say it several times, but I've used a double bit axe to split wood. That's all I've ever used the axe for. So anyway, that's my second attempt at trying to cut this thing in two. The axe is pretty sharp, but I had to go back and work on the edge a little bit more. And all right, back in the shop, I worked on this edge a little bit. Got it a little bit sharper. Got it where it cut paper. See how much better it cuts since it tore that paper a little bit easier. All right. I'm not no, this is my first time doing this, so. Doing something wrong. Anyway. Almost like you cut it with a saw. Gotta do a little bit more practicing. I never used the axe before. I used a double bitted axe back when I was a kid to split wood, and that was it. Never done this before. Anytime I ever needed to do that, I use a chainsaw. But me keep practicing. Keep work on my sharpening skills, and I'll see if I can improve it. But that's a lot better than than I did on that one. See how rough and haggled it is. I had the axe was sharpened a little bit different. That's smooth. A lot smoother than that over there. I don't know what happened right here, why it broke like that, but I probably didn't. I don't know. I got to do some more research on that, on how to use an axe. But anyway, that's put a little stain on that handle. This side right here is boiled linseed oil. This side right here is Mobil 1 synthetic. The only difference I seen in it was the Mobil 1 took a little bit longer to soak in. And I can't tell you, look, if the boiled linseed side, it's a little rougher. The motor oil side is smoother. And both of them feel good in your hand. So anyway, so only time will tell which one does better in the long run, but I like how both of them turned out. The motor oil side is smoother though. The handle was scraped, with the wood chisel like you seen in my previous videos, and then I hit it with Scotch Brite, and I stained it with dark walnut, I believe what it was, and let it set overnight. Come back this morning, put another coat on it, and wiped it down real good, and then just started using it before the stain cured out, and it left my hands a little stained, but it made it work in that wood a lot, and I don't recommend doing that because they say that stuff, them chemicals, is bad for you and everything, but so are cigarettes and alcohol. So anyway, and I ain't got anything to live for, so anyway, I like it. It ain't as nice as them guys that take this stuff real serious, but not bad for a beginner, I don't think. Anyway, I thinned the handle down, and I had to take a saw and saw that palm swell, what they call a palm swell. That thing was big and gaudy. I made it just wide, like right there, but it gave me a little bit more length on my handle, more, you know, where I can grip it back here instead of up here, you know. And that part right there was real sharp all the way down, and I rounded that off where it feels good in your hand. And that metal, it probably won't cut paper, but it's still sharp. I mean, that is sharp. Look at that, what it's doing. It's scraping my fingernail. I don't know if you can see it or not. Look at that. It's peeling. So that Warwood tool, they made it out of some good metal, and you just got to do a lot of filing on it if you want it to make it where it'll chop, you know, and everything. It had a you that's a lot thinner, you know, and you can see where I straightened the blade up, got it in line with the handle. You know, when they filed it or put it on that sandpaper, whatever, however that belt sander, they had it crooked, and it ain't perfectly straight, but it's better than it was. But that's real good steel. Better than them Chinese axes I got put up. But taking it right out of the box, you probably won't be happy with it, you know, and everything. I don't even know anything about axes. I didn't like it. It wasn't. Like I said, I'm used to a straight handle double bit axe, and this had nothing. Was nothing like that. As a matter of fact, that's what the axes I got. The two axes that I own is straight handle, double bit, and anyway. So I don't know what the purpose of the that curve is. Probably something to do with all that right there, the way they got it. And something I didn't know about these is this is not a hammer. You can drive wooden wedges and stuff with it and all, I guess. But I mean, it's hard and everything. Like it's like like one of my ball pens. But anyway, you just don't need to be beating on that. This one might take it, but I think I got an old hatchet somewhere, an old Sears Craftsman hatchet that they beat on it and it messed the eye up and all in there. The handle come loose after they beat on the top of it and all over the years. But that polishing is not perfect, but it's a lot better than that patina look they had or whatever that was. I didn't like that, how it was rough coming out of the box there and all and everything. And you could probably put some blue in on that way it is, and everything would be fine. Just depending on what you like. This is what I like. I like a smooth where it's easy to clean. And I done pruned everything on the property that I can with this. You know, so anyway, so this is one of those things that is better to have it and not need it, and need it and not have it. I like it. I like the way it turned out. All right, Warwood tool. Warwood perfect. It's not perfect till you tune on it and make it perfect for your how you like it. Anyway, I got a lot to learn about these axes and wood and stuff like that. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.